Peace. Thank you so much for joining me. You may be watching the replay. I appreciate you either way. This is a message to my locticians, aspiring locticians, or just people that have a passion for hair. I was in the salon today. Clearly, I'm still here. But I was in the salon today with a guest, and we were speaking about the way in which education doesn't prepare our community for careers in fields that allow you to um, nurture your passion and just do something that you may have always wanted to do or something that felt natural. Case in points, there, or at least in my experience, there was not a conversation in school that said, you need to pay attention in chemistry because you want to do hair. When you do hair, you need to understand chemistry in order to formulate hair color, in order to make sure the products that you're using have a synergy and work together to support the hair that is made of protein, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfate. Like, there was no conversation like that. You should pay attention in math, specifically geometry, because you want to braid, you want to part hair, you want to put this triangular or diamond shape on this round head form. That was never a conversation. So, to the people that are passionate about hair, not having that foresight, you are almost at a disadvantage. Peace. Thank you so much for joining. I received that. You said you love my videos. I received that. I hope that you don't find an issue as I'm trying to blend um, the audiences that I'm talking to. The person that is doing their hair at home. Of course, I'm sharing tips. That has always been my passion to help you cultivate hair. But I also want to speak to locticians and help uplift people in our community with the knowledge that I've gained in order to help those people create and build a life that they desire. So this is not for you. Don't unsubscribe. Just ride the wave, okay? And if you're not currently subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would totally appreciate you joining the community. So I just wanted to share a message in that some of the worst advice for an aspiring loctician, or if you are a loctician, some of the worst advice that you could receive or settle in is not to have a mentor, not to have somebody helping you cultivate your clientele truly, but also cultivate your experience in this industry. And the reason why I say that is some of the worst advice to hold on to is because locks specifically are a long game. It is the things that happen when your client is in months 0 to 12 months are worlds apart from the things they're going to be facing in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. And if you are a new loctician, you don't know what you don't know. And so when those things come up, you got to struggle, and you didn't need to struggle. It is okay to ask for help. And it's one thing I wish I personally had done earlier in my career. I just assumed because locks at the time felt like a very close knit. I'm not telling anybody what to do. There's no information. Like, you don't even know where to look aside from just using beeswax. It's just like, oh man, I just got to figure this stuff out on my own. Okay. And I did that. And well, not even say I did that. I struggled with that because, again, you face things, questions, product problems, build up issues, length retention issues, curl patterns shifting, like all the things like comes at you fast. Meanwhile, you have somebody in your chair paying you for services. They're not paying you to practice. They're paying you to know what's happening, what's going on, to guide them through this life journey. So I say that to say, having a mentor, being trained, going through an educational program around locks will save you so much heartache. It'll save you so much time, and it will give you so much confidence. Because when people come in your chair and you don't know what's happening, and you gotta like humble yourself enough to be like, I don't know. It's not enough to just sit on that ignorance. Don't you want to get informed? Don't you want to seek the knowledge to help them, help you help them? I would think. So when I think about the worst advice, or the problems that are, or obstacles rather, that are in our industry, that are facing our community specifically about our hair and our hair care, it is the lack of community, the lack of mentorship, the lack of education. One of the ways I'm striving to shift that narrative is by creating the Digital Loctician Academy, and specifically creating the Holistic Loctician Training Program. I literally have it downloaded. Everything I know, everything I know about locks, put it into a framework to allow you to go through step through the program, to have a whole understanding about locks and about hair care and about problem resolution. It's probably the best way I can put that. How to tackle buildup and length and um, flakes and dandruff and damage to the hair, like how to do all those things. So what I want you to do, if you're an aspiring loctician, or if you know a loctician who is in need of knowledge or looking for ways that they can improve their craft, ways that they can cultivate a better business, that they can serve their clients better, I would like to invite you to check out the Digital Loctician Academy. If you have a passion for hair, maybe you're not trying to be a loctician, but you just have a passion for hair, come check out the Digital Loctician Academy and become an affiliate. With our affiliate program, you are just sharing like, hey, there is an academy, there is a space for you to learn and grow specifically about locks. And every time you bring somebody to the academy to better themselves, of course we're going to treat you right, because again, my goal is to help the community in ways that for so long we have not been helped. There's been nothing for us, by us, to help us until now, right? So thank you for, I saw a little comment here. It's always weird to see comments on YouTube because they like disappear. Let me see. This is exciting to hear. We need it because the gatekeeping can be an obstacle. Truly, right? Just the conversation about how to become a loctician is like, but our community, we need like the way in which people are gravitating towards locks. There's like an abundance of people that want locks and want healthy locks specifically, but there is a deficit in the amount of people that can serve them in ways that would benefit them along their journey, that make sure their hair is healthy, make sure they are happy with their hair, and make sure they are healing from generations, from years, centuries of trauma, specifically around our hair. We're not even unpacking all the personal, like life trauma things, just with our hair. There's so much there. So the program, the Holistic Loctician Training Program, does cover the culture of hair locking, because we gotta start there. We gotta start with culture. We gotta get into the anatomy of hair. We gotta understand fundamentals of hair care. We have to understand and dissect the locking process. We got to be able to offer holistic services, being able to hear what a client is saying, translate that into the world of locks, and then share it back or repeat it back to them in ways that make them feel comfortable and safe. Because again, there's so much trauma with our hair. And as a loctician, you have a huge responsibility that I feel like a lot of people take lightly. I don't take lightly. And within the academy and within the trainees that come to the program, we don't take it lightly, the responsibility we have to help guide you through this lock journey. It is like, I'm always honored to birth locks, to service locks. Like, it's people are like, always thank you. I'm just like, no, thank you. Okay. I'm honored to service your hair. Natasha says there's a documentary about locks. Yeah, and Natasha, I put that on my community page, just having people to watch it, and I watched that episode specifically. I got some notes. I got some notes about that conversation. I was happy to see it, but I was underwhelmed with the depth of the discussion. If I could just put it concisely. But yeah, I just wanted to just share with you about the Academy, to invite you to check it out. I put a link in the description box to visit the Digital Loctician Academy. And again, it is a space for people that are aspiring to be locticians, are currently locticians, and are seeking knowledge, are seeking ways in which they can become better servicers, practitioners of holistic care for the community, because it's changed my life, and it changes the lives of people that I service. And you have that power. You have that power. You literally have that power. So check us out. As always, I'm wishing you peace, love, and good vibes. If you have questions about locks, you can always visit me at digitalloctician.com. On there's a link for consultations. You can set up a virtual consultation with me. We can chat. We can discuss what's going on. I can help you set up your regimen. All the good things. So digitalloctician.com is where you can find me. Digital Loctician Academy is where you can go ahead and get that education. All right. Peace.